Hey guys, welcome back to another cryptocurrency news article. This one comes out of Cointelegraph and Bitcoin mining in a university dorm. And this is a cooler BTC story. Pun on the cooler, because your everyday run of the mill cooler is actually the perfect home for a dorm based Bitcoin miner. So, coolers are those boxes you put drinks, ice in to keep cool when you're at the beach, a park, or whatever. But this father and son duo ended up turning a cooler into the perfect fit for a Bitcoin miner. Now, it doesn't make the room any cooler, but it uses the outside cold Michigan air to to be able to cool down the Bitcoin miner, and it also makes it a little bit more quiet than the common dorm room AC unit. So, yeah, let's go over the story on like how they built it, how he got his first miner, and yeah. The humble university dorm is a place for students taking their undergraduate degrees to study, rest, make new friends, host wild dorm parties, and of course, mine Bitcoin. A master student in market research and self described data guy, Blake Kaufman has hooked up an S9 Bitcoin miner to the Bitcoin network. He won the S9 miner in a raffle at a mid Michigan Bitcoin meetup and immediately set about learning how to use it. Now, here's a tweet from the Mid Michigan Bitcoin meetup where they announced the winner. Blake has constantly shown up to every Bitcoin 101 event with at least one friend, a tremendous attitude, and unmatched enthusiasm. Glad you won the S9 raffle. Hash away at those KYC free sats and enjoy enjoy the heat for this winner. So yeah, if you know anything about Bitcoin miners, they are hot. Here is Blake with a photo of him holding up that S9. But during a video call with Cointelegraph, Blake joked that he knew little to nothing about mining prior to the raffle. The moment he won, he raced to the nearest place offering a power cable and an Ethernet connection to try it out in his dad's office. And here's a story of him first turning it on. When we turned it on, never hearing one before, and if you know when they start, they immediately rev up to 100%, and we're all just in the room like, oh my gosh, this thing is loud. We ran it for probably 2 hours, and then we walked back into the office, and it was so hot. So yeah, Bitcoin miners do put off a lot of heat. But the hot and noisy realization kicked into his brain and pushed it into gear because the Michigan winter was fast approaching and his university provides free electricity. So why not mine Bitcoin from a dorm and take advantage of the wasted heat? Well, there was one minor but audible hurdle to overcome. How can we fix the noise? He questioned. I just looked up online like how to noise cancel an S9, and this picture of a cooler on Pinterest popped up. Me and my dad were like, let's build it. Why not? So we bought a $5 cooler on Facebook Marketplace, and we had the tubes in our attic, and we spent about 2 hours drilling holes, and it ended up working. The pair constructed the Bitcoin mining cooler box, which now takes up residency in Blake's dorm. The finished product would not look out of place in any dorm room and is actually quieter than an air conditioner unit, he explained. Here's that photo of it just being in that corner. You got a little cable for the heat to go outside, or not to go outside, but actually be cool from the outside since Michigan gets pretty cold weather. But aren't there rules against this sort of thing at a university? Why won't the energy hungry Bitcoin miner put a dent in the university's electricity overhead? Well, so the miner is about 900 watts an hour. A mini fridge is about 60 to 100 watts a day, so it's pulling a decent amount of electricity there. I looked up all the rules, and it didn't say anywhere that you couldn't mine a Bitcoin or use a Bitcoin miner. So if they say you can't do this, I'd just be like, okay, you didn't say I couldn't. But in a nutshell, Blake's not breaking any rules. What's more, one miner in one dorm in a large university home to thousands of students is unlikely to raise suspicion. It's an ode to the famous saying attribute to Rear Admiral Grace Hopper that sometimes it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. The ASIC S9 now whirs away, generating roughly 0.000001 BTC, or otherwise known as 100 Satoshis, which is the smallest amount of Bitcoin, per the Bitcoin block. Now, which occurs on average every 10 minutes, it translates to about $1 a day. In fiat money terms, it's paltry amount, but not to be sniffed at as a student. Blake's total outlay to start his Bitcoin mining venture was a cool box and a few cables at less than $20, and he can probably reuse the cooler come summertime. Now, incidentally, Blake's next challenge is to work on what to do when the weather improves and the mercury rises. Peak summer days in Michigan can hit 95 degrees Fahrenheit or 35 degrees Celsius. As a result, the outside air temperature will not cool the miner, which is a vital part of this operation. So I'll have to figure out something, maybe put it in a box of ice cubes, and when the something like that, or I don't know. Yeah, so you still got to figure out that issue, he says. But Blake has already considered using the Bitcoin miner to heat his family home after graduation. The idea, Blake explains, is to experiment with whether he can offset the gas cost at home and make it profitable. It's just unfortunate because in Michigan, our electricity cost is at 14 cents a kilowatt, so that's pretty pricey. Electricity and heating costs are higher in Michigan than in energy producing states like Texas. Using the wasted heat from Bitcoin mining could be a way of offsetting the energy costs. But indeed, tapping into Bitcoin miner waste heat is a growing trend, particularly prevalent for at home or chicken shack miners, as they know BTC. BTC Gandalf from the Brains marketing team told Cointelegraph. Chicken Shack miners are the backbone of the Bitcoin network hash rate. It's incredible to see all the different ways that they come up with to mine so that they provide an invaluable service in keeping hash rate decentralized. So yeah, cash shack, a chicken shack, like literal chickens, like a shack home for them. Like guys are putting Bitcoin miners in there to heat it up for them during the cold times. So it's just the ways people think of using a Bitcoin miner to heat things. But yeah. But armed with oodles of Bitcoin knowledge, Blake has since tried to orange pill his classmates and even professors. Unfortunately, some of them hold that belief that Bitcoin is a scam. He has taken it upon himself to set the record straight. I'm emailing those teachers being like, hey, office hours, when are they? Let's have a chat. You can just come out and say Bitcoin is a scam with a Bitcoiner in the room. But in the meantime, the S9 is whirring away in his dorm room, contributing to a network Blake strongly supports and generating 100% free money. Well, other than the 30,000 a year tuition I pay, but it's 100% free electricity. He joked. So yeah, but that's Blake's story, and I love it. Like all the news articles out there, just layoffs, bankruptcies happening. And it's like sure, there's a pump out there, but it's like these stories are like the good ones I love hearing about. And it's like this is how you do it. Like it's a start, and who knows where this will lead him in the future. Like did he say he was a medical student or he's a master's student in market and research and self-described data? Okay. But yeah, it's like, who knows where this can lead him in the future? Like, but the story is just awesome. And I like the pun right there, a cooler BTC story out there. So yeah, if you live in a cold area and want to mine some Bitcoin that produces enough heat and you can use the outside air as natural green cooling for it. So yeah, pretty cool story here. If you guys liked it, don't forget to hit that thumbs up on your way out, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, the Crypto Sherpa is out.